Crafting with Mike.
Hello, welcome back to Crafting with Mike. Today I'm going to show you my magnum opus, my best attempt that I'm going to make at the M-TEC laboratory. Let's begin. So we're in the front yard, and this is what the front yard looks like. We'll take a little street from the entrance tunnel onto the street lights, and we could drive our car right into the garage door, but we'll take the walking way in since we're walking. That's a little sign that says M-TEC. It deliberately looks rusty. As we navigate through this, we'll see the texture pack that I used, which I made myself out of a lot of textures from a lot of places, mostly Portal 2 and Sonic Adventure 2. That's Mike's office. We'll go there eventually. But for now, we're just going to go right in to the M-TEC garage. This is the M-TEC garage. I wish that elevator had started at the top, but I will just do that. So we can take the elevator just right down here. Very little change. And we can take the stairs back up. That's a mechanism we'll get to eventually. So we could take this elevator to the M-TEC facility, but I want to take the elevator to the M-TEC facility. You'll notice I just walked across a couple pressure plates that I deliberately made the same texture as the floor so that way you couldn't see them. Cool. Welcome to the M-TEC Surface Lab. The M-TEC Surface Lab is a series of little garages just like this. And behind them are whatever, office or something. And they're all like that. We will take a quick loop around the outer rim of the M-TEC lab. Ain't nothing behind these doors except tiny little rooms like this. Just like that. I forgot what I was going to do here, so I just terminated it with glass wall instead. A couple more offices that look just like that. And now we're in the other side. Where we entered was the north wing, and we looped through, and now we're in the south wing. Same garage situation. You'll notice in this build, if you've seen my other constructs, I typically like to go pretty hard with the redstone. In this build, I didn't want to do that. But I still wanted automated stuff, so I just use command blocks for everything. Yeah, so this is not a legitimate build in any vanilla sense. It's very, very command blocky. Let's take our service elevator down to we're on the first floor, but we're on the surface. We're going to take it from surface to floor 1. And bam. Welcome to M-TEC. So M-TEC, we'll get to here in a sec. M-TEC is divided into 5 floors once you're under the surface. We're on the first floor, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then L. So I guess 6, 7 if you count the surface. Right now we're on 1, and this is the distribution center. Whatever M-TEC does, I'm not sure what M-TEC does, but whatever they do, the product ends here. This is effectively like the shipping zone. And it can take, the shipments can go up the elevator, or the people, like, us, can take this elevator. Where does this go? We've been here before. Right here. That's the service elevator's way in. This is the way down. So yeah, this is the distro center. Every floor is organized with what are called cells, and a cell is any one of these particular little buildings. From here, it may not be clear where a building starts and ends. It's kind of the point. I want it to be a little overwhelming, a little foreboding. Much like the aesthetic should be obvious, Portal 2, Aperture Labs. I am not trying to hide what I took the aesthetic from. That's not a secret. I think Aperture Labs in Portal 2 is probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen, and this is my attempt at recreating it. But instead of as an aesthetic through a linear game, I want it to be actually explorable, like Aperture Labs canonically is, except instead of calling it Aperture Labs, I've called it M-TEC Labs because I'm allowed to do that. So anyway, each level is connected by these floors that I've been walking on, these roads that I've been walking on. So a level or a floor is really determined by the depth of the road layer. All the roads connect to little cells that say cell 1, level 1. This is what's behind a cell in reality, because in reality we're playing Minecraft and this is a room behind a door. This little box here, you can take a ladder up to it and it will take you out into the network of walkways that also connect all the small doors together to the roads. However, that is less obviously navigable, and these roads are a lot more navigable. And that's because I actually have markers on the roads that determine or that suggest where they're supposed to take you. So if you see a traffic light, you know you're at an intersection, and if you follow the green arrows, they take you away from the middle. The middle is marked by these highway signs. These highway signs are from Sonic Adventure 2. So if you see highway signs, you're in the middle, and you can just take the middle up to the main elevator. Going against the green arrows takes you to the middle, going with the green arrows takes you to cells. So we're going to do a mixture of both. This train track is coming up soon. That's connected to these little train stations here. Well, we're going to pass through one. So what I'm going to do is a tour of the first floor and then a small tour of the second floor, because all the floors look pretty similar. They're not identical, but they're all aesthetically pretty close. And that's by design. I want this to look like the kind of place you can get lost in and completely lose your bearing, like a maze. And so after we do a tour of the first floor, we'll do a quick one of the second one. But that'll mostly be exploring the train network, which is on the second floor, where it starts. And that's because each floor has a main function. The main function of the first floor is to have the distribution center and the connection to the computer. That's the computer. The second floor's job is to have a train station. The third floor's job has another building which we'll go to. So we're going to check the main computer real quick. Take the elevator. This way goes outside to an egress chamber in the back of the building. This way goes into the main computer. I have not finished the main computer. There are no stairs. This is as far as it goes. I want later to have a staircase that goes up into this chamber, which is where I would build a giant main computer. The question is, do I want to build a giant main computer? I'm not really sure if I want to do that, which is why I'm doing the video now, so I don't feel obligated. That's the power plant. We'll get there eventually. For now, we're going to work our way, where's this go? To the power plant. We're going to work our way back up to the first floor and continue that tour. The walkway of the main computer is actually between floors, but this is the way to it, right in the back of floor 1. Well, we can go that way. I can do whatever. Might as well get some good views. It's kind of the whole point of this tour, is to get cool angles of the place that I built. So I should you know, definitely be showing that. We've already seen something that looks like this earlier. This is the outer wall. It looks like this all the way around. There is stuff behind the outer wall, but not much. It's mostly truly the edge. All these blocks, by the way, are shulker boxes. That was hard to make for a texture pack. I had to open up Krita, which is a art program, and then slice up the pictures in a way that mapped onto the shulker box correctly. It's not that hard, but it is a pain. If there's an easier way, I didn't know it, so I did it the hard way. Every floor is not only connected by the elevators and train stations, but by these wide stairs as well. This is not the best angle, but you can see there's a stair, there's one behind the walkway, and there's one right there, connecting all the main 5 floors. Now remembering there are 7, there's a surface level and a lower level. And the stairs don't connect to the lower level or the surface level, they just connect the main 5. So most of the first floor is just these cells. And, you know, honestly, the only reason the cells exist is so I can get the cool views of between them, like this. I think that looks cool. This is what I was shooting for. Gotta love those ceiling holes, too. This is the main hole into the top. Just, you know, looks neat. We'll go this way, yeah. I can open all these doors. They don't, you know, if I didn't already mention, I don't know what M-TEC does, but whatever M-TEC does, it happens behind these doors. I got a little lazy with the copy paste, so we may open a door accidentally where what's behind it is kind of glitchy. That's because, like I said, I got lazy with the copy paste. But the aesthetic of the place is exactly how I want it. So we are about done with the first floor. Now back to the service elevator. The service elevator, as you can see, is ultimately just a regular one of these. I don't know what Mumbo Jumbo would call this. That's where I got the design from. But, you know, just a piston elevator. If you've ever seen a multi-floor water elevator, they are complicated and they're a pain, and it takes a lot of redstone wiring to do. So this is even worse. Also, I cheated and used movable obsidian. You know, so how do we go down? Well, we have to go back up to the only control panel. So we will do that now. We'll take our trip down to the second floor. There we go. Missed the first. There's our 2. As you can see, I was going for a wide open underground base. I think I captured that pretty well. So before we go on, all right, let me start over. Let me back up a little bit, actually. Can I go back any further? This is the M-TEC train station. We're going to visit there in a minute. But first, as you can see, the second floor series of roads does kind of the same thing as the first floor. This is nice. That's a good view right there. I like this. It shows the depth of the place. The forward depth and the up and down depth. And now you can look up. And, you know, a moment ago we were on the top floor, so you look up and there's the ceiling, but now you look up and there's more building. Pretty cool. Anyway, don't fall. So we will take the train around the 3rd floor. I did leave the bottom open so you can look down and see more depth. That's the point. That's everything about this place. Is I wanted everything to be both open and indicate that there is significantly more depth. Like no matter how deep you look, there's always a little bit more to give the aesthetic that it's very easy to get lost here. So let's pick the 3rd floor. L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, LL, lower level. And then E1 through 4 and E5 through 8. Those are special to me. We will go there eventually. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I'm trying to make it quick, but this place is huge. So that's a selection system. We pressed a button to tell us which track to take. We're taking the 3rd floor track. And this would, in theory, stop at the train station, but I'm lazy and just made it slow you down so you can jump out. This is what driving on a track looks like. I think that's a nice view of the place. Look at that. Just going to take that in. Popular today. So here we are getting into the depth of the place, like deep into the back of it. And this is how we get back to the train station. I didn't want to have it loop you around and go backward. So instead, all the tracks lead to this shaft, which takes you back up outside the outer wall. We're all underground, but still outside of it, and back here. Perfect. So we will traverse our way to the 3rd floor, or the 4th floor, I mean. Well, yeah, actually, why not do this? Why don't we just skip and take a train to the 4th? We'll just get off at the 1st station. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta press the button. So we'll just take the train down to the 4th floor and let's get off at the 1st station. That'll get us there. Giant 4. So here we are. So yeah, top floor distribution center, then train station, and then this is the main office building. We'll go check that out in a little bit. But first I wanted to give another one of these views. I just think that's nice. What I'm kind of looking for is an angle that really gives away the vertical depth. Like that's pretty good. That kind of makes you feel a little overwhelmed. Maybe that. Just how small you are here. This place is large and you are not. You are a tiny little human man running around a foreboding giant facility. That's the idea anyway. I am actually lost. Follow my own rules. Arrows mean you're leaving the center. Wonder what's behind this door. Could be broken. It is broken. The copy paste got a little out of hand. And that's what I mean. You'll see stuff like that, which I could fix, but does it really matter? Here we go, the main road. Maybe we'll take the stairs down to the 5th floor. Yeah, we're on 4 right now. I'm especially excited to go see the engineer, the E1 through 4 and E5 through 8, which is the engineering bays. I mean, in reality, it's just another open space, but it's a cool open space that I think is neat. We're wandering, and we're wandering, and we're wandering. So why don't we take the stairs down to the 5th floor, and from here, we'll call the elevator. We'll call the service elevator down to us, and then we will go down to the bottom floor, which is actually 2 levels. But yeah, this is the 5th floor. If you, yeah, here's a good one. You can look up and capture the full depth. Cells stacked to top cells, stacked to top cells. That's the bottom. A aspect of the bottom. Ah, yes. Forgot about this. I'm glad I saw that. That says 11. There are 12. Let's go to the first one. I said we'd use the elevator. I think I'm wrong about that. I think we need to explore that thing that says 11, except we want to go to the first one. So let's do that. Where are we? Is this one 12? Oh, we skipped 1. Hooray. That's transition bay number 1. There are 12 transition bays. The transition bays take you from the bottom of the main facility into the bottom of the facility at large. Before we do that, we'll check out this tall building here, which is main tower. It has 5 floors. This is floor 1. It's an office, you know, whatever. A little office computer system, stack of boxes. Oh, uh-oh, I broke the door. I wonder which door that was. I think it was a jungle door. Yeah. Anyway, I know the first 2 floors are, in quotes, finished, as in I put something in them. Yeah, like a conference table. You can get a view of the window, too. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. I kind of like that. I think that looks cool. Jeez. But then when you go up to the 3rd floor, I think from that point on, they're all empty. Let's check to make sure. Yeah, they just look like this. Completely unfinished. So anyway, we'll just jump to our Doom, back, and we'll take a transition bay number 1. Oh, does the door not work? Anyway, we'll come in here. Look at that. We're in a transition bay. That door just takes you to one of the walkways that go to the roads, but this will take us down into the depths. Now, after making so many automated doors, I just decided not to do that here and just make it look like a garage door that was open. Sue me. Please don't. So here we are at the one aspect of the bottom. These doors here just say the same thing, transition bay number 1, that's where we came out of, and it will take you back up there. And here are what I just call units. They are rooms that function kind of like storage space garages or little offices at the bottom of the towers that support the greater building. So like, here's a good place to check. That tower is actually suspended above one of these foundation points, but all the other buildings are held up like that. So we can take a ladder up here and see that this is what the true bottom looks like. Well, an aspect of the true bottom. And just jump back down. And that's what holds the towers up, fictitiously. Otherwise, oops. I didn't finish all of these. I was just going for an aesthetic. Apparently I didn't do any of these ones. Oopsie doodle. But how about this one? Nah, well, what they're supposed to look like is this one. Nope, not that one either. This one? Did I do any of these? I guess I just did this one. This is canonically what's supposed to look like behind these doors, but I clearly did not do my copy pasting very well. Huh. When I say an aspect of the bottom, what I mean is this is the bottom of the tower, but this is under the tower. We'll explore here in just a sec. But before we do that, I want us to get a good feel for what is underneath all of these buildings. It's this. Also, that looks nice. That's pretty cool. Anyway. Yeah. Now we're at the true bottom. Only thing we need is bedrock. This is the service elevator. We can call it down. This is the service elevator catch. But we're not worried about that. Beneath here is where we find, you know, the maintenance, the mechanical space that runs the place. So like plumbing and power and all the things that run the facility, whatever the facility does. Still unclear. This facility, so this wraps all the way around, and we could explore this whole place. I'll just kind of float through some of it, but you could walk the whole thing. You can walk the whole thing. I'm looking for something specific. This is a train station. That's not what I was looking for, but we'll do that real quick. Kind of neat. Yeah, here we go. This is what the rooms down here look like. Exactly the same. Just little offices here in the mechanical space. We can take elevator 3 back up, and you'll see that I can't find the door. There it is. There, we're back. We're not in the same place. We're in a different tower. We're at Tower 4. But, you know, it looks like that. Let me give you a quick outside view. We're here. So there's all the buildings. There's tower. We're here and here. Going between those two. Enter. So you can just walk all the way around on both top and bottom of the bottom. These are supposed to be water tanks. I don't know how well that conveys that, but good enough for me. This is from a lot of these. That stuff, this stuff, this stuff. This is from Chemical Plant in Sonic 2, not Adventure 2, just regular 2, for the sake of Genesis. That's all there is to that. And Enderman was here. So what we'll do now is just walk our way up here. So here we are at Tower 8. Actually, what I'm going to do is not that. Can I not do that? What am I looking for here? Ah, there it is. We're going to come out of this door in a second, but I'm going to take, just to demonstrate that this place is not linear, you can navigate a number of ways around here. Oh, I guess I just didn't do Tower 1's interior, because these are all done. I remember coming through here and doing all this. Guess I just forgot to do Tower 1. Here, the M-TEC power plant. We can come in this way. Take the elevator. Welcome to the M-TEC power plant. Oops. We'll do a quick walk around the side. See our building. So that square door, I wanted it to lead to like a vault kind of a place, but I just stopped being interested in that. And instead, it just marks that it's beneath that tower, marks the front. Oh yeah. Giant M. I just really like that view. I may make this the thumbnail. Yeah, I think I will. Bam. How about that? Yeah. Oops. Anyway, we will walk around here. We're gonna take that back up. Behold the M-TEC power plant. All right, so there's a couple more places I want to see. So I could walk around all this, but what's the point? We're gonna take this back up. Yeah, perfect. So we've been here before. We're just gonna come down here. Run. Fly. Oh yeah, parking garages. There's parking garages in here. Here's one. Parking garage number 1. Cute. Be cool to get out of your car and this is your view. Station 1, level 2. Now we're almost there. Perfect. There's another way around there, but this way, that way. Cheating was faster. Just like cheating is faster now. Anyway, what did I say we were going to do? We were going to take the terrain somewhere. No. Anyway, we will. Oh, hey, you know, now's a good time. We'll do L 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, L. Oh, yeah, I was going to do this. We're going to take the train a couple more times. We're going to go this way. We're going to go all the way to the bottom. And just take this train from start to finish. We'll just enjoy the bottom view. That's what I was going to do. Station 3. Climb all the way up. Back to the train station. And now we're going to go to the engineering phase. And after that, we're going to go up to the top, and I think that's the end of the video. Now, I've made 10 terminals, but only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them work. So we'll do E1 through E4, which is L, this one. Wasn't there another cart? No. Oops. Anyway. So now we are going to the engineering bays. Oops, crap. I think that will work. I hope that was it. Yeah. Anyway. We took a train to get here, but that's not the only way here. E1, engineering bay 1. This is an engineering bay. There's one above us too. You can see it through that hole. That's E5. Why not E2? Because E1 through 4 on the bottom, E5 through 8 at the top. We're going to take this elevator from one place to the same place but the train station ends, or it takes you to the top of the engineering bay, and we want to be at the bottom. So this is it. This is what's special to me, because this place was originally this was the outer wall of the whole lab, and I thought about building it into here until I realized this wasn't nearly big enough, but I wanted to use it somehow, and now it's here. Well, we'll go down there in a sec. I want to show you that you don't have to take trains to get in here. Towers will get you in here. We're at Tower 3. Okay, I only did some of these interiors. I clearly didn't do all of them. I wonder why I did some. Must have got tired of it. Anyway, you can go from tower to tower in some cases. Like that. But anyway, yeah, engineering base. This will take you to Engineering Bay 5, the top level one. But before we do that, I want to come down here. Into the true depths. How do I get out here? There it is. Depths. Anyway. I will take this elevator up. Very simple elevator. We could take that up to the other train station. I'm in creative, I can make a cart. I think this takes us to floor 3. Oh wait, I'm gonna redo that. No, I guess it doesn't matter. So we're gonna take the rest of the engineering bay train, and then we're gonna take the computer path out into the back exit, and we'll do, oh, there's a bunch of trains here. Neat. I wonder why that is. Wonder how bad that'll be. They're gonna bite me in the ass later. Pretty cool. Cool view anyway. The reason there's stray minecart chests laying around, that's not an aesthetic choice. That's because I built this in a flat world and then copy pasted the whole thing in sections into a real world. And keep her going. And the consequence of that is that the existing mine shafts had carts in them that just dropped around the real world. Once again, we're at the top of the outer wall. This is the top of the outer wall. Bye. And then we're back here. And this is familiar. Okay. So we're going to take the train one more time up to the computer entrance, which is floor 1, station 2. Okay, and we're going to go this way to the exit. All right, so there's the outer wall. We're passing through it. How come I never put a sign here that says to the surface? I'll do that now. Solved. Yep. Pretty nifty. How about that? Oh, there's no automatic door here. And surface. So from the top, here it is. This is the M-TEC facility. Here is its front door. Looks like that hadn't loaded yet. Anyway. I forgot to show you something. Yeah, so this is what the M-TEC lab looks like. My final words on it are, this is as close as I can approximate the idea in my head of what the M-TEC lab really looks like. It really looks like this. And I don't think I'm going to try to rebuild this again. I think I've captured it. Anything that I'd change my mind over, I just don't think it's worth changing. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you a couple more things. So the front of this building looks like my grandmother's old office. The inside doesn't quite look like it, but this is what the building used to look like, basically. I was babysat in that office, so I like the way it looks. This isn't really GLaDOS emergency shutdown and cake dispensary keep unlocked, it's Mike's office. Mike's office looks like my great-grandmother's basement, sort of, like half of it. This is accurate enough for Minecraft purposes. It's about right. That's a TV. There's a little display here with some, old people junk on it. This door didn't exist, but neither did this room. This is for, looks cool. Storage room. And this used to be a bedroom, but now it's, in real life it's a bedroom, but now it's this. Potion room. Exit the potion room. Magic room, enchantment room. Pretty neat. Bedroom. Also, those chests aren't like that because of me. That's just Minecraft doing its thing on the 26th of December. Oh, just in time for the sunrise. Perfect. Oh, well, there we go. Anyway, this is the M-TEC Lab, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.